yeah, some funny things that happened to us while on the road. One of our really good friends, aka the merch guy on this last tour, he was like messing around with like those venting windows in vans, you know what I'm saying? And like he was trying to close that shit, and when he did, I don't know what the fuck happened, but he ended up shattering the window while we were doing like 60. We thought we like lost the trailer, blew the tires. We thought the worst. But that shit was funny as fuck.
So one night we went to Ruby Tuesday after a show on tour, and I ordered something really cheesy. And then the following 2 hours, we went on campus.
UNF, we're on campus at UNF.
UNF, yeah, UNF. Yeah, a few hours into it, we were in the parking lot, I was sleeping, I had to take a major shit. I saw my destination, it was far as fuck. I didn't make it, so I shit it on the floor.
Next to the band that we were parked next to.
While he was sleeping.
Right next to their trailer. So that was, I guess, that was pretty funny.
Supposedly that was funny.
I just remember like what I said before, like when we after we played a show that we fucking drove to somebody's house to sleep, and Matt passed out, and like we got to where we were gonna sleep, and everybody got out of the van, and nobody really paid attention that Matt just didn't get out because Matt stayed sleeping. So when he woke up, he just didn't know where he was, and like I assume maybe he thought everybody got kidnapped or like raped and killed and shit.
As far as recommending unsigned bands, I guess looking for label attention, just it's all about hard work. Like play everywhere, anywhere you can, every opportunity you get, no matter where it is, no matter if it's a hole in the wall or if you're playing a stadium, just play it absolutely everywhere. Get out of your local area. So if you're a local band, get out of what you're used to. Just try and get your fan base as wide as you possibly can. Put out quality recordings, because that's a huge thing. Labels want to see you doing things that they don't have to do for you already. So obviously, music video helped us a lot. So if you can afford one of those, make it happen. And just stay in your fans' faces constantly. So that's a huge thing. Just be in their face all the time.
Fuck off.
I mean, I want to tour with like all the bands on Hillbilly. I want to tour with like Behemoth and Black Dahlia, Fuck Off, and Cannibal Corpse and fucking Whitechapel and J-Fac and shit.
Lady Gaga, Britney Spears, Justin Bieber.
Human beings are disgusting creatures.
As far as personal influences, I like a lot of different Latin, Hispanic music, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I mean, influences kind of, it's the same thing we got. We all kind of stem from, like, I guess, different kinds of music. Like, I guess you can kind of hear, it's subtle sometimes, you can kind of hear, like, classical influences, and, we kind of throw little, like, hints of, like, jazzy kind of stuff that we try and do to kind of mix it up a little bit.
I believe my mom introduced me into Earth, Wind & Fire. I got into that. I got into heavier stuff, into like Slipknot, Mudvayne, Korn. And then once I heard Black Dahlia, I just did my pants. And it just got heavier from there.
We love, all the fucking tech death bands doing it right now, like The Faceless and fucking Son of Aurelius, and, a lot of the guys are big fans of Black Dahlia and Wretched and shit, so.
I've been listening to a lot of, like, you could call it brutal death metal. For example, like, let's say Beneath the Massacre. I think they're badass. When I heard that one track, Comforting Prejudice, I fucking lost it, you know what I mean? And then, like, bands like Faceless come out and do technical, super fast shit, you know what I mean? Like, that's badass too. There was this
was one night in Tampa, Florida, where we played this show, and there was this band that played right after us called Alpha DK, and they totally blew my mind, and I did not want to play music ever after that, but they were amazing.
Well, I mean, we play with a lot of bands in a bunch of different states, but every city seems to have kind of one band that sticks out, and it's a band that you can see that is going somewhere. They work hard. They have a future. In South Carolina and Columbia, we played with this band called Invoking the Abstract, which were fucking awesome. I was at the bar like during their set and fucking heard them, and like I ran over to the stage, and apparently this band didn't have a drummer, and I couldn't tell until after they were done. So I think that's pretty cool. If you play drums, if they don't have a drummer yet, hit those guys up.
One of the bands that we became friends with that I can say is Dark Sermon. They're from Tampa, and they're great guys, and they're great musicians, and I was really impressed by by their musicianship, their stage presence, their sound. They're very talented dudes. And another band that I was impressed by was After the Spire. We toured with them, and we Shred to Your Dead tour, and those guys were pretty awesome as well.
My free time, I just like to chill, freestyle, kick it with the homies.
As far as weekends, I guess it's a Saturday right now. I guess if you want to give them a pan of where we are, this is what we do on weekends. We try not to sound like ball sack when we play in front of you. Holidays, like when we're home and shit like that, spend time with my wife, hang out, go to the movies, fucking actually eat good food, because we eat a lot of shit on tour, so I actually enjoy some food that doesn't make you shit your brains out, and like not see my band.
I like to hit up some Xbox, I like to drink some beer, I like to drink some motherfucking Jaeger, Irish car bombs, aguardiente, what's up, let me know if you know that shit. What the fuck else do I like to do? I like to kill, what the fuck else? And yeah, I like to kill and chill.
Hey Matt, what do you like to do in your free time?
You're looking at it. I like long walks on the beach.
What I like to do on my free time would be chilling with friends, drinking beer, playing and jamming music with my boys, going to the shooting range. Yeah.
When it comes to lyrics, I would say that most of my inspiration comes from what I read. I'm into philosophy, so yeah, I use lyrics to pretend like I know stuff and I understand stuff. So a lot of it is history, a lot of it is current events. I write about anything that inspires me and anything that I find interesting. Personally, I'm not against it. I listen to a lot of bands that very well incorporate singing. I'm into bands like A Skylit Drive, bands like Circus Survive, and more on the metal side, bands like Angra, 3 Inches of Blood, Protest the Hero. And I can't speak for the rest of the guys, but I know we all listen to bands like The Faceless and Cynic that have a very unique vocal style that they incorporate in the music. We also have bands like As I Lay Dying, Killswitch Engage, and Periphery that have a very good balance between screaming and singing. So does that mean that we'll be using clean vocals in the future? Not necessarily, but I would say that we're not 100% against it. So this is Get to Know Abiotic Episode 1. If you guys would like to send some more questions, just post them on our page and we'll try to answer as many as we can.
Hey Matt, you want to give him some horns? Sweet horns.
Do YOLO.
Look, fuck you, fuck YOLO, fuck Drake, fuck all those people. How about that?